Welcome back to Nifty Garage. My name is Sheldon. We have a 370Z above me, and today I'm going to show you how to remove your rear differential out of the car. Okay, we just got the exhaust out of here. We just got the drive shaft out of here. Now we are going to continue coming back here. We're going to remove this rear brace first. Those are 12s. We had already taken the 12s out of the front portion, so now we're going to do the rear. And then if you're feeling risky, which I'm always feeling risky, you can take just these two 12s out and not take the 3 that are connecting them, but kind of be ready to catch this, because this will fall and it is kind of awkwardly shaped and sometimes it hits me in the head. So last one is coming out. It didn't hit me. Anyways, that is out. Now we're gonna swap over to our 14. Okay, now that we have the rear subframe brace out, I'm gonna drop down the sway bar. You don't need to fully remove the sway bar. And the reason you don't do that is because when we pull the diff out, it actually kind of helps. It lets the snout of the diff sit right here. It just makes things a little easier. And I guess you could do this step before or after the sway bar. It doesn't matter. Now we're going to unbolt the axles from the diff flanges right here. And on the 370, there is only a bolt. So like on 350Zs and some of the other Nissan Infiniti models, you'll have a nut and a bolt here. On these ones, there's only one bolt. So you have to figure out a way to pin the diff, basically. If the wheels are off of it, you can put a flathead down in the rotor. You can see that there's an opening right here on the caliper. You're just going to take your flathead and you're going to stick it in between the rotor, and what that does is that pins it. So when you put tension on this, what it does is it locks the rotor right there. So you're able to break these free, and then obviously when you've reached what you can reach, you'll pull that out, rotate it, repin it, and be able to get these out. These are 14s on the flanges. And then once you break them loose, you can take them out one by one if you want, or you can take them out at the end. It's up to you. All right, so we've reached all that we can reach right here. We're gonna pull out our pin, grab the stub. We're gonna rotate this. There's 6 in total, so we just took 3 off. Now there's 3 visible. All right, then when you pull the last bolt out, the axle will come down like so, and we can do the same thing for the other side. We'll come under here and break these loose. Figures. All right, last one. Let that swing down. And now we have the diff is just basically floating in here. What I'll do next is pull these 17s out of here and let this rest down. And then we're gonna have 2 12s that pull off the sensors in the back. And then the last one is a 17 that goes in through the back side of the subframe. I'm gonna drop these 17s out of here, like so. And then the diffs are heavy. So I try to not let it just sag down when it's coming out. Just kind of like put a little pressure up on this when you're letting this come down so it doesn't swing down. All right, and then let that hang down nicely like that. And on these diffs, you're gonna have a rubber pad on the bottom. So this is how the bolt goes. And then you have a rubber pad there, and then you have a metal spacer up top for the stock ones. When you do like solid ones or replacements, it'll be different, but this is how you get a stock one out. All right, then next we're gonna get the 12s out of the, that hold the sensors down. Pull the sensors out like that. You got one on each side. This one's a little more hidden. Pop that sensor out. And now the only thing left that is holding the diff in is this rear 17, and then there's a breather tube up on top. The breather tube is not gonna hold the diff, so we're gonna call my buddy Zach over, and we're gonna help hold this out. Or if you're doing this at home on the ground, you can put your jack stand, or you can put your jack right here, and let it down. Once you have the 17 out, let it down, go forward a little bit, and then it's gonna slide out this way. Okay, and if you are doing this all alone, I would take one of these out, the one that goes up, take one out only, and then go to the rear, break this loose so that the diff isn't able to twist. It'll be a little easier to break it loose. So break the rear one loose. You can pull that nut all the way out, and then you can set your jack up here and then finish pulling the other 17 out, and it will kind of allow it to swing out a little better. Okay, now our buddy Zach is here. You should get yourself a buddy named Zach. Now I'm gonna break this loose. And now I'm going to take this nut off of the backside. All right, now the diff can come out. I'm gonna go forward, and we're gonna let it rest on the sway bar. That allows you to pull the breather off, like that. And now we're gonna come down. And that is how you remove your diff out of your 370Z.